thinking I could change you, right? It's hard enough controlling yourself, but that should be the rest of your life, mastering your own emotions, or at least knowing things you can't control. And it is what it is. Don't live in fantasy land when it comes to other people. You can have fantasy when it comes to yourself. You can sit at home and pretend you were John Wayne. Oh, I wish I was Rocky. That's fine. When you're at home, pretending to punch the wall, that's fine. Don't go on the streets. Don't get in the ring. You get what I'm saying, though? Because your reality might kill you. So know the difference between fantasy and reality. For the most part, you can do what you want in fantasy land. As long as you aren't hurting, animals, children, or people. You know, if you want to, if you want to dress up like RoboCop at nighttime and watch RoboCop, I don't know, or if you want to dress up like RoboCop and watch Godfather, and you're like, drop it. I'm gonna give him a RoboCop. You can't refuse. We're not animals here. We'll throw the drugs out in RoboCop town. We're animals anyway. My point is, though, that's okay. But if you dress up like a cop and you're not a cop and you try to arrest people, you're going to go to federal prison. That's a serious crime. So you understand what I'm trying to say. Know the difference between, just a fun imagination. That's okay. You know what I'm saying, though? And a bad reality. Yeah. Watch out. Jeremy's claiming the original bot. Is Jeremy the original bot? I want to start off tonight by saying, hope you're all doing well. I also want to say, fuck all communists. Anyone who's there's no such thing as pro-gun or anti-gun. You're simply against the Constitution. The Constitution's very clear. Right here, first of all, freedom of speech. But see, speech isn't your mouth. Speech is your mind. Freedom of speech is mind control. You have opinion on something, or you're saying, we're not doing this. That's your mind. It comes out of your mouth. Your mouth is simply the asshole of the mind. When you eat, and then it goes out your asshole, it comes out. Well, when you think, then it comes out your mouth. Your mouth is your mind's asshole. There's no difference between talking and farting. And you don't want to be constipated. I can't stress it enough. So anyone telling you what you can or can't do, fuck them. They're unconstitutional. Secondly, the Constitution is clear. Right to bear arms. Period. Forever. Period. Anything less is tyrannical. Everyone serving the government or running for government swears an oath to keep and preserve the Constitution from all foreign and domestic threats. The Constitution is not for you, it's not for me, it's for all of us. So you can't go, wow, we got to limit this. Or, we should have guns, but, for hunting. No, that's not what it's about. And I can't stress enough. And here's the thing. The American people, it's up to you. At a certain point, you got to say, it doesn't matter what tyrannical person would vote. At a certain point, you say, we're not complying. Because, see, there was a time in American history where owning slaves was legal. That wasn't right. And you could say, well, I didn't own a slave, but I didn't think it was right, but I won't do it. And then what? They realized, well, we shouldn't be doing this. Well, some people realized it. The point is, though, is this. Whether something is legal or illegal, if it's unconstitutional, it's illegal. We're free men. We're free speech. A right to protect ourselves from anything and everyone. Period. A free passage. We have a right to travel. Period. A right of our own property. If it's our property, right? No one can take it. It's ours. Period. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Oh, well, looks like they voted our freedom away. Well, do you still got your cock and balls and you're going to accept it? I guess you are a bitch. I guess you are a bitch. Only a slave's rights could be taken away. A free man, give me liberty or give me death. A free man would rather fucking die than live as a slave. And if you're here, and if you're a free American, there are people within this realm we live, corporations, government, within it, local. Some people are for you, some people are against you. You got to decide, are you going to live as a slave? You understand that? No. Here's the thing. They can't arrest everyone. If they put us all in prison, who's going to pay taxes so they can put us all in prison? The gig is this. They just got to fuck a little bit and keep all the other slaves in line. Get back to work, boy. Keep on paying taxes. Keep on paying taxes. Why? So we can arrest you in case you get out of line. Now, I'm all about keeping the peace. Keeping the peace? Talk first. Freedom of speech, baby. But I'm telling you, anyone telling you we voted your rights away is your future slave master. Understand, anyone taking away your guns, first, well, you can have the guns, but instead of 30 rounds, you can have 10. Oh, really? And now we have to register them so we know if you have them. Really? You see, that's the start. And then what's next? 5. You can have 5 bullets. Then what's next? We shut down the shooting ranges. You don't even need them anymore. And there you go. There you go. How to cook a frog, cocksucker. I can't stress it enough. You don't. At a certain point, forget about voting. Your life is your action. You got to give it to the homosexuals. Homosexuals want to suck cock so bad they got gay marriage. No, I didn't think that would happen in my lifetime. They want to suck cock and eat so much pussy. These lesbians are getting married. These homosexuals are getting fucking married. And you're going to give up your gun rights? They kept on saying it doesn't matter if gay marriage is illegal. We're going to keep sucking cock. We want health benefits. We both got AIDS. I need the health benefits. Well, they legalized gay marriage because they're like, fuck, they won't stop sucking cock. They won't stop sucking. In my lifetime, it used to be illegal to suck cock. You couldn't get married. 2 gay men, 2 fanooks couldn't get married. Now they can get married in a church. They can't stop. They can't stop sucking cock. My point is this: you're gonna take ammunition out of your magazine. My Glock only holds 10 bullets now, and then they said I gotta let them know that I got it, and then it has to be locked up, and I don't know what to do. You can act like a fucking man. You can act like a man. You can act like a fucking man. Maybe you should start sucking cock. Maybe you should. Anyone complaining that they're losing their rights, you already are sucking cock. A freedom cock. If you're complaining that your politicians are taking away your rights, you're sucking the freedom cock. And I don't stop sucking cock. Stop sucking cock, Jeremy. The St. Louis Ray Toro. It's a brand new cigar. It's called the Tabernacle. No, Tobacco. Tabaca. Tabacales. Tabacales. The back alleys. The back alleys. People are sucking cock in Tabacales. Tabacales. Hey, have a good one, bro. Richie, listen. Richie was having some fun tonight. Just kidding, guys, right? fucking, fucking the NSA's watching Richie. Oh, shit. Fucking, better get my ass to Walmart. We got a full pack. It's heavy for its size. We got the St. Louis Ray. It is a reddish brown. Look at that wrapper. A reddish brown Nicaraguan wrapper, heavy, thick size. It's got a Cameroon binder, It's got Nicaraguan tobaccos. I made that part up. I don't remember. It's got Dominican tobacco in the filler. It is a Nicaraguan tobacco. It is Cameroon binder. Which why would you use a Cameroon binder? I don't know. Well, let's get to it. Let's smoke a cigar, and it's about 0 degrees. I'm definitely going to get my gloves out. My gloves are here. It's cold. I'm the only person in town. It's cold. Wow. No joke. No joke. It's 0 degrees. Now it's a heavy Toro 6x54. It's the first time having this brand new St. Louis Ray. Just came out a little while ago. Apparently it came out in like late summer, September, something like that. And but I think it was a delay on the release because I'm not seeing really any reviews. There's one guy out there. Shout out to him. I think it's Tim. Is it Tim Rollins? I always like that guy. Respect to him. I got nothing bad to say about that man. Respect. Yeah, I like his mustache. He's a man to be respected. He hits the gym. I respect that man, and not just because of that. I mean, he's not a disrespectful guy. So shout out to him. Full pack. Ouch! I almost broke my window. Okay. Sweet syrupy on the cold draw. I need to cut a little more because did you ever cut just enough, but there's a little bit of the cap there? There we go. PG knows what I'm talking about. I get excited for an all new blend. Soft gentle heat. We want to use soft gentle heat. Ooh, warm up my chocha, baby. Oh, give me freedom of fire, baby. Register my matches. Oh, aromatics. Aromatics are nice, sweet and gentle spice. All right. Aromatics, sweet, gentle spice. Ooh, warming up my chocha, baby. I like that. Oh, you like that right there? Oh, toast that foot. Oh, you're toasting it so good. Oh. Yeah, you like that? Oh, don't tell your wife I've been toasting your. Oh, shit. I don't normally go to the parking rides. uh, uh, uh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We are toasted. Now, here's the catch. I just bought this today, and I had no time to dry this out. My band is not moving. Now, that could be the glue, but it could be a little moist. I just bought it today. But the shop I bought it from, their cigars are not generally that moist. It's just the cigar just came out, so it couldn't have been the shop that long. And they've been selling. They already had a half a box gone, and they just came out. So price point though was reasonable. $9. $9 Pennsylvania. $9 Pennsylvania is rather affordable. In New York, probably 15. And this was at a lounge price. I'm sure the MSRP. This lounge is a little higher, so this could have been an $8 cigar. So off the bat, medium strength. Off the bat though, pretty long finish. Off the bat, I like it. This is refreshing. Off the bat, this is refreshing. It's enjoyable. Medium plus right now. It got a lot of flavor. Excuse me. 65% darkness. Well, this is a fun, nice cigar. 65% darkness, medium plus, The finish is pretty long. Brown pepper, brown pepper, brown pepper, black pepper. Why did I say brown pepper? Brown sugar. That's what I meant. How you doing? All right? Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Peace be upon you. And uh, brown sugar, black pepper, and a breadiness. All right. All right. The cigar's not a powerhouse, but it's a comfortable cigar. Right there. Pick it up under my chocha, heavy medium plus. We might go to a gentle medium full. Strength is ramping up. Strength is ramping up. I'm enjoying this cigar, just like I'm enjoying everyone's company here. I want to say, God bless everyone. I want to say, remember that we're all the children of God. Remember to give each other the peace that you want in your life. However, though, if someone's trying to take your peace, shake it off and keep it moving. However, though, if you can't keep it moving, and if someone's trying to take your life, well, Jesus said you should have two swords. So remember that. He said two swords is enough. Because remember, you have two hands. Can't stress it up. But your first option should be to be peaceful. Always be peaceful and carry a peace. Peace, Piece. A comes first, peace. And then if you can't keep your peace and someone's trying to take your life, let your A become an E. Peace. Piece. Whatever. Who gives a shit? You understand what I'm trying to say? I like this cigar. And PG is not a friend of mine. It's just a welcoming cigar. Using Cameroon as a binder, it's not going to be like you think. Position is very important. The binder is an important part, connecting all the filler cigars to the wrapper. But the outer position is always the most dominant. Who's on top? The outer position gives you who takes on credit. Why? It takes the perimeter. The wrapper surrounds the whole cigar. So understand what a cigar is. Okay, there is a cigar itself, right? Before you light it, and there's actually smoking a cigar, the operation. As you smoke a cigar, the wrapper has to get pulled into the cigar. The smoke from the wrapper, it's on the outside ring. And it surrounds it. It surrounds all the flavor in a 360-degree circle. Now, if it's box pressed, you figure out those angles, but it still comes out to, I don't know if it's 360 degrees. The point is, though, the whole perimeter is surrounded by the wrapper. And this is why it takes so much dominant part of the flavor profile. Also, you got to remember the fillers are bunched up or rolled up. They're not spread out. The fillers are bunched up. So you could have 3 or 4 filler leaves, but they're bunched up. They're there to give the cigar structure, but they're not at full potential. The wrapper is at full potential. Not only the texture in your hand, the feel in the mouth, no Diddy, peace be upon Diddy, but as you smoke it, it surrounds all the smoke inside the cigar. It's quite nutty. It's definitely not a oily but buttery cigar. The wrapper is more of a drier wrapper. Um, I got nothing bad about to say this. I will say that I like the flavor, but I will say that the cigar does have a little bit of a drying effect on the palate, so I want to be hydrated. And that might be to this drier Nicaraguan wrapper. I couldn't get what information on what the wrapper's made out of. And Avo number 2, good for you. Slightly nutty, ready, black pepper, raw sugar. I don't think the cigar is a home run. It's not a godlike or amazing cigar, but for $8, $9 at a lounge, it's hitting fine. I think it's comfortable. I think it's comfortable. And I could say it's probably easy to love, but it's just easy to love as far as the type of flavor. But something about it, how do I explain this cigar? It's not bad at all. It does not feel as nice as a Monte Cristo or an aging room. How do I place that? Well, I've been smoking all these cigars for years. Now, why under the same company, Altatus? Why can't we get that going on? Well, within the same company, what are we getting with price? Perhaps with the more age, is it more? I'm sorry, the more cost, is it more better construction, better choice of tobacco, more things that the tobacco, not treatment in a sense, but more things that happens to the tobacco that comes out. Um, I don't know exactly. I would sell more expensive cigars. The tobacco goes through more fermentation and more aging, and then perhaps barrel aging, etc. And generally, the more expensive cigars, they're going to choose the best leaves. Not all of the harvest is the same. Did you ever look at a family tree? Some is good, some is not so good. Cappuccino. Getting a slow burn on this. Interesting. The filler tobacco of this cigar has almost a reddish look to it. I might have to do a minor touch up. I think the cigar might be slightly wet. I would have liked if the bands were moving, um, and that could affect the cigar slightly though. But overall, I can't tell you to not smoke this. We're gonna see how a cigar ends up. Oh, right there, we're at a light, medium, full. Strength picked up. The strength picked up. Okay, so it's not a weak cigar. I'm happy about that. They cleared some of the parking today. Dude, they had bulldozers down here, freaking, and picking up the snow, dude. They had to export the snow, dude. There's a lot of snow, bro, and we're gonna possibly get more snow. At least we got a week off, dude. This was a storm, man, and the problem was after this last storm, we're talking about zero, -10. Ain't nothing going anywhere. But you know what? Though nobody cares, so who cares? You still go to the gym, you eat your prunes, and you still got to smoke a cigar, no matter what the weather is. You got to exercise. You got to stay strong. Stay strong, baby. You got to stay strong. You got to stay strong. You don't want to become weak. Weak happens very quickly. Happens. You're just sitting there on the couch watching TV, playing video games. Bro, throw out your TV. Throw it out. I'm going to give you a secret. Give your TV away. If you spent every day, if you went to an hour to the gym, I don't care if it's in your basement, and you just had some kind of weights, push ups, squats, walking, whatever, walking up and down the steps for an hour a day, as opposed to watching. How people are watching 6 hours of TV a day. People wake up and people make fun of the Matrix, like, oh, how would you're living in the Matrix. You wake up, you're like, put on either CNN or Fox News. Oh yeah, everyone else is bad but me. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And the commercials come on. Buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. And then the drug commercials come on. might cause diarrhea or suicidal tendencies. Make sure you contact your provider in case your asshole starts bleeding again. Bob, back to you. I'm in a place in my life I don't even want to hear it. I'm in a place in my life I don't even want the TV in my body. No, Diddy. Let me explain. Do you know what psyops are? Do you know your TV has a frequency? Megahertz. Do you know your TV is programmed to channel into your mind? You think I'm making this up? It's called programming. The TV is a psyop. They're programming you. They're programming you. And no matter what you want to believe in it, well, they got a drug for you, but I mean, it is a mental psyop. People, people's God is Toshiba. Well, there's a good point. If you think I'm lying, we had the greatest hoax for about 3 years. Remember 2020 to 2023? About 2022. Remember those 2 years? Remember the sky is falling because the TV said so? How many Amish people died of COVID 19? You know what the Amish don't have? Television. This is slightly bready, slightly dry nuts, dry cedar, black pepper, raw sugar. I like the cigar, but the cigar's going to come with a little bit of warning. It is on the drier side. Exactly. 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 And now they got medication if you got AIDS. But then they get medication if you might get AIDS. And every commercial goes like this. We know you're out there sucking cock and you're not wearing condoms. You're blowing four guys in a gym sauna. With this new drug, we could prevent AIDS, maybe before you get it. So take this drug to try to prevent getting AIDS, cocksucker. Every commercial is just like dudes in like summer dresses. They're like, we know you sodomites are out there not wearing jimmies. We know you can't even just have one sodomite you love. You love them all. You gotta catch them all. Pokemon. You're literally poking other men. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Herpes, chlamydia, AIDS. AIDS and AIDS and AIDS and AIDS again. I wonder if Italian AIDS is different than Dominican AIDS. Is it different than Asian AIDS? Is it different than Russian AIDS? Well, ask a sodomite. He's got them all. He's got them all. Siri, what kind of AIDS does my asshole have? Siri's scanning your asshole. Hmm. I'm sensing 5 types of AIDS. Oh. Also, you're gonna have a blown out asshole. There's only so many times you can break your asshole. That's gonna be the next commercial. Do you have problems holding your farts? Do you have problems holding the shit? With this new anal plug, with this new patriotic anal plug, red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, but it's BLEW, red, white, and blue. We know you were out there getting your back blown out, Fire Island, but now if you sneeze, you might take a shit. Tired of sticking tampons up your ass? Try the new red, white, and blue anal butt plug with GPS location in case you ever get to. How's it already 10 o'clock? Somehow, every time it's 10 o'clock and I'm smoking a cigar in my car, the whole day doesn't even happen or exist. And then I'm sitting here going like, how is it already 10 o'clock? Well, this is the only part I actually give a shit about. I'll say this about this cigar: it's not a bad cigar at all, and it's unique, but it's slow burning. It is very full tobacco, and I really think you should dry the cigar out a day or two because my bands can't move, and I'm burning rather slow. I would have liked to give the cigar another day of dry boxing. Well, yeah, but it is sour though. It is sour. I just think it's a little bit of a full pack. It's a little bit of a full pack, and it could have used a little bit of dry boxing, but it is enjoyable. It's not an amazing cigar though. I'm glad they made it. St. Louis Ray is a brand. I think it's St. Louis Ray is uh, it's it's mid tier, but it's in my opinion it's like even you have like Romeo H. Upman and Monte Cristo are the big three for those Altatus brands. And St. Louis Ray was always like a more value brand, similar to like Punch, but I would take Punch over St. Louis Ray. But I can't speak against this cigar. If you want to try a cigar that's some little bit on the it's not exotic, but the way the cigar hits, it's more of a drier, woodsy cedar, slightly drier nuts. It's not oily or caramelized nuts. Dry cedar and black pepper and some raw sugar. It's a light medium to full in strength, and it's 65% darkness. So across the board, it's a little. Most cigars aren't hitting that category, but you want to hydrate when you're smoking this. My goodness, it is not an oily cigar. It is on the drier side. It is on the drier side. So I'll leave it at that. Where would I put this cigar? I'd give it a 4.5. It's not a high, very good, but it's not a piece of shit. It's a good to very. I'm enjoying it. I would have liked this to dry box a little bit, but it's a 4.5. It's a good to very. It's not a 4.6 is a high very good, and that's not. There's a big difference between a 4.5 and a 4.6. So I can recommend it, but I'm not telling you to go buy a box of it, and I'm not telling you that you have to smoke it. But if you do want to try one, it's affordable, and I do like the bands. I'll give you that much. Sour looking bands. And as we're smoking it, it's opening up. Um, any cigar, even if you're having a little bit of a tight draw due to either pack or due to just being a little too moist, as you smoke it, though, the cigar is getting shorter, and distance is resistance. Period. If you're tired and you have 1 mile to get home to walk versus 3 miles, who's having a harder day? Does that make any sense? So, distance. If you have a really full pack that's slightly wet, as you smoke it, the smoke doesn't have to travel as far. Now my smoke is traveling about 5 inches as opposed to six. Well, that's the difference between six. It's not exactly 20%, but it's like almost 20%. Because it was 5 inches, each inch is 20%. But if 6 inches is the total from the original amount, each inch is not going to be 20%, but 6 times 10 is 65, 30. Each inch is about 16 to 17% of the total distance. So now that we're about 17% closer or less distance, it should be 17% easier to draw on the cigar. Simple, do the math. You don't think of these things? You think I'm all cock jokes? It is not a game. DMX, rest in peace. Mm. Now this thing is smoking like a chimney. Yeah, I think it just needed. If I could have just gave it a little time, a day without the cellophane. I do like it though. I'm not head over heels over it, but it's refreshing. A cigar on the drier side, raw sugar, black pepper, dry nuts, dry cedar, slightly bready, only 65% darkness, but a light medium full. I'll take it. I'll take it. $9 at MSRP. When these are on cigar page, like $20 for a 5 pack, I'll buy it again. I'll let them dry out a little bit. Definitely. Definitely. So I can recommend it, but it's not a high recommendation. But there's no don't smoke it. You know what I'm saying? No, anyone could probably enjoy this at the right time. Just give it a little time to shed some moisture. It is a slow burning cigar. Whoa! Well, that puff went right on my chocha. Mm. Finish is getting longer, heavy. Slightly rock salt on the finish. So with that slight breadiness and the rock salt and black pepper and a little bit of raw sugar, it's reminding me of like almost like a dried pretzel, a little bit like that. So if you like Annie Ann's with that saltiness and or dry breadiness, I can't say anything against this cigar. It's a more entry level mid tier price point at an MSRP at $9, $9. In 2026, that's affordable. Hold to the smoke. I think the cigar got some character on it. I think this might be a good cigar to age. I can't say anything bad about this. Some things I could critique about it. That's a little on the drier side, but that could be the characters of the cigar. Not every cigar is some buttery, oily bastard. So perhaps this is a cigar maybe that maybe you want to have some with some red wine, or champagne, like a dry champagne, and match it up. I don't know, but have some fresh fruit, some watermelon, some pineapple, some mango. I love mango. And help hydrate your tongue as you smoke this drier cigar. You could kind of reverse match it. Yeah, 4.5, enjoyable. Semi strong cigar, light, medium, full. Bready, a little bit of rock salt, black pepper, raw sugar, dry cedar, dry nuts. So it's got good complexity. All the flavor, though, is not a oily, buttery cigar. It is not a forgiving cigar. Like, oh, what sweet, succulent, luxurious, oily flavor. That's just sticking to the teeth. No, it's got a drier vibe to it. And that's okay. Whatever it is, it has that vibe. So on that note, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go call Johnny Stash because that's my best friend. I love Johnny Stash. And I'm going to wish you well. And I want to tell you, don't do drugs. Limit your alcohol. Don't drink and drive. If you just met her, wear Jimmy. And if you know her, wear two Jimmys. She could be plotting against your ass. People get to family court through the vagina. Watch where you put that dick. All right? You got to give it to the sodomites. There's not one sodomite that went to family court because he's banging a man. It's not possible. You can't have a family. If you're destroying some guy's butthole, you can't. We're not going to family town. You're going to pound town, but you're not going to go to family court. It's not possible. You can't. You can't. You got to choose. Do you want family court or a broken asshole. You can't. You want a broken heart or a broken asshole. You can't have both. You can't, unless if your wife was pegging you. But you got to choose your suffering: a broken heart or a broken asshole. I don't make the rules. I just review them. I think this is enjoyable. I think it's on the drier side. And I've already talked about the flavor 100 times. So if you're just getting here, that's the St. Louis Tabacales and a 4.5. It's not going to rock the boat, but not a bad option for a different kind of smoke. Dry and complex. I'm going to get going. See you around.